Hello everybody. I am George, and in today's video I am going to introduce you to the London system, and also, I am going to share with you some interesting tricks and traps you have to know. Ready? Let's go! First of all, let's see how to play this opening. Our first move is always d4, then black has many options, but the most playable move here is d5. Bring your bishop to f4 square. Now you have turned the game to the London system. Knight f6 is the most common response for the blacks here. Pawn to e3 is such a good move as it creates a solid pyramid and it supports the f4 bishop. Black often plays symmetrically, opening the dark square bishop's diagonal. Pawn to c3 is the best move here, which blocks the available squares of the dark square bishop. However, black usually replies with pawn to c5, challenging white's center and preparing a pawn break to the d4 square. But here, you must not take the pawn, because this will destroy your pawn pyramid. So here you always have to play knight d2. Because of the move queen b6, which aims the b2 square. In addition, that move helps you equalize and gain some space for the rook to control the c-file. In this position, most players move their knight on c6, putting even more pressure to the d4 pawn. Knight f3 here should be great because of supporting the d4 pawn and connecting the knights. After that, most players play bishop d6, offering a trade. But instead of capturing the bishop, you retreat your bishop back to g3, so if your enemy captures the pawn you enjoy your open file controlled by the rook, which is a serious advantage. Of course, the other pieces are going to join the attack and the game will be victorious. In case black castles, you obviously move your bishop to d3 following the previous pattern. As all your pieces are developed, you can move them from the kingside and develop your attacking plan. Queen e7 is one of the most famous continuations here, preparing a pawn break to the e5 square. Black's plan is to open the file we have put our king, and if we don't capture it immediately, it is going to fork our knight and our bishop. However, it is not necessary to capture it, as we are given the opportunity to block it with the knight. After placing your knight on e5, black must not capture it. If black capture it with the bishop, a much more valuable piece has gone, and now black is forced to retreat his knight and close his position, in contrast with our position, where all our pieces are quietly developed. But, if black capture it with the knight, he makes it much worse for him, as his bishop and his knight are getting forked in the next move. However, in some cases your opponent is aware of all these traps, and chooses to retreat his knight to d7, putting much more pressure to our knight. So, it's time to show off our outstanding tactical skills. Here, the opening theory suggests moving our pawn on f4, but there is an even more aggressive move: knight captures d7. Black recaptures, it doesn't matter with which piece he does it, it falls into our tactical pattern. Bishop captures d6, threatening the queen, so queen recaptures. Now it's time to break the pyramid: d-pawn captures c-pawn, and queen recaptures. And now the magic begins as you make the Greek gift sacrifice. Bishop captures h7, and after king recaptures, black falls into our astonishing trap. Queen h5 check, king has only one option, to go back to the g8 square. Knight on e4 attacking the queen. Black cannot capture it because of the pin, and wherever the queen goes, knight on g5 follows and checkmate is unavoidable. Sometimes, black avoids moving his queen on e7, so let's see what follows next. Rook e8 is a very common move. After that, you move your knight on e5, which cannot be captured as you saw previously. Black plays queen on c7, increasing the threat on this knight. You reply with pawn to f4, opening the f-file. Most players here play knight d7, putting even more pressure to the knight, but here you sacrifice in the same way your light square bishop. If black king captures the bishop, he falls into the same pattern with queen h5 check, but after the whole maneuvering, instead of checkmating the king, you get a free rook. However, this position is very advantageous and soon it would be victorious. That's the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because you will be able to watch my next video about the London system, including more traps and theory lines. See you soon! Goodbye!